Hey folks, welcome to week 12 of DMD 220, Web Design 1. How is everybody? Hope you're all doing well, taking good care of yourself. All right, so this week we are still in the early stages of Project 2, our toy design website. So let's take a look at the syllabus to see where we're at this week. Okay, so week 12, normally we would have met on April 13th, 15th, and 17th. So today is April 13th. And this week we are cooking along with our excellent e-commerce site. And this week, as you can see by the class goal, is all about usability testing, and some more usability testing. We are going to put a lot of work into the usability testing this week because number one, we've done it in the past, and it's time to sort of really elaborate on it a little bit more. And if you've already been doing a pretty detailed job, then great, but if not, now is really the time to sort of step up and do that. Also, this sort of a site certainly requires some good feedback from some user testers to really sort of allow them to navigate through your site. Now, of course, everybody's site is different because you've chosen your toy, but how you're planning to build a site around it is up to you. It can be simply about selling the toy. It can also be, which is obviously at the base of an e-commerce site, is to sell something. But also, we can introduce people to other features of the toy, other accessories or whatnot, tell the story behind the toy, what its sort of in-story narrative is, etc., etc. So everybody's going to have sort of different things they want their users to be able to accomplish. Okay, now let's look at the timeline. So last week in week 11, you guys turned in your initial brainstorming steps, which is great, and you've already gotten feedback on those from me. And then for homework, at the end of last week, you were going to work on your sketches, which is step 5 from our project workflow, as well as step 6, which is your wireframes. Now, if we go back over to the workflow here, of course, step 5 is the sketch stage, which includes your sitemap, maybe some layouts, and some rough sketches, all on paper, multiple iterations. And then, of course, you're going to do all your wireframes, 1 page per piece of paper, as detailed as humanly possible. Again, you can do those either digitally or by hand, whatever works for you. So those two items you started working on for homework last week here, and they are due on the 15th of this week, so Wednesday of this week. Your sitemap, your sketches, and your wireframes are due. Now, of course, if you get them done before the 15th, then great, you can launch right into your usability testing. The usability testing is not due completed with your full report until next week, until week 13. So you've got plenty of time to work on this. So hopefully of your team, somebody is setting up 3 people to test with. Actually, it's 4 people. And getting your wireframes done. So you get those turned in by the 15th, and you can start your user testing. Now, just as a reminder, of course, we do have the handout in our files of what usability testing is. This is extremely similar to the process we did in the UX design class. There's a couple of minor differences from that class to this class, so be sure that you have read through this and you're clear on how you're conducting your usability testing, as well as how you are documenting it and turning it in to Canvas on the 15th. So that's super important. Naturally, once you've got your usability testing done, you can either turn it in as a simple Word document with all of your notes and who your usability testers were, explaining how it went, or put together a presentation in either PowerPoint or Keynote or something like that. Obviously, the more work you put into it, the better your grade will be. We want to be as professional and thorough as possible with this. Okay, now in addition to finishing up your wireframes and sketches and sitemaps and getting rolling on your usability testing, we also are going to be doing some viewing here. So the media for the week is all about homepage design for specifically e-commerce websites. So if you click on these links here in the syllabus, you will be able to find these 2 videos here. So this is basically homepage goals. There's lecture 1 and lecture 2 from these guys here at Netcraft. Really great insight into how a homepage for an e-commerce site differs from your typical homepage for just any other website. There are certain types of goals and actions you want your users to be able to accomplish in an e-commerce site, because of course an e-commerce has different sorts of goals. So these two videos are both fairly short. They're both about 4 minutes and 7 minutes each, so about 11-12 minutes of your time, and you'll get through these. So this is your textbook reading, as it were, for the week. Start thinking about these elements, because soon, at the end of next week, we're going to start designing the actual site. So you want to sort of get as much of that into your head as possible, but not too much, because focus on your usability testing a lot this week. So that's the goals for this week. Finish up the sitemaps and the wireframes, get your usability testing set up and done. Make sure you turn in those sketches and wireframes by the 15th. And the actual usability testing, like I said, which is step 7, is not due until next week. If we go over to Canvas, go to assignments, and go down here, usability testing is not due until the 20th. At 9 p.m. no less. So that is next Monday. So you've got time to work on it over the weekend. Now, if you are having trouble getting it done, if you need a little extra time, if things are not quite working out for you, please let me know. Email me, and we can go over some options. In the meantime, hope everybody's doing well. Be sure to contact me if you need anything or just want to chat. And of course, be sure to poke into my online office hours if you want some more direct one-on-one feedback, or if you just want to say hi. All right, so I hope everybody is doing well and taking care of themselves, and I will see you soon.